Nevix. First map, same as our last map of last game.
Yeah, we're just sticking out in the desert here. Out of early predictions, as we still fill a little bit of time here, we have IDDQD the player.
I would say, I mean, Flat Earth looked really, really good against Cloud9. I mean, it didn't work in their favor, and they sort of got surprised by a strategy that came out of nowhere, but I still think I like Flat Earth in this matchup, but Impulse 11 has been very, very strong recently as well, so I don't know. I mean, it could be really variable here in any case.
Yeah, I mean, Impulse 11 is a team full of players that we've seen elsewhere. I feel like it's remnants of Arcane and remnants of Melty, maybe, and also even, what am I thinking? Oh, Eccentric. Rest in peace, Eccentric. So, I mean, a lot of players with a ton of experience here, and the player IDDQD as well. So when we mention IDDQD, that is the player, not the team. So that's the last time I'm going to clarify that. But yeah, I mean, Impulse 11 has had a rough couple last showings. Of course, they just lost to IDDQD. Before that, they lost to Luminosity, they lost to Melty, and they lost to IDDQD before that. However, of note on their recent record, they did beat Luminosity 2-0 at one point.
Yep. So taking a look here at the defense as it rolls out, this is going to be defense for Impulse 11. You guys might not be familiar with them since they were not on game last stream. It's going to be Hysterica on Torbjorn, Zebosai on Lucio, or in fact, I think Zebosai might switch. We'll see, but we'll see. IDDQD on a soldier, Nevix on a second soldier, Lyclan Mercy, Vonathil on Symmetra, and Zebosai might actually be staying on that Lucio, which is interesting because Zebosai a lot of times has been... Oh, there it is. There comes the Widow. Yeah, that makes a little bit more sense, because he's usually been on the more of the Widow, the McCrees, etc. for Impulse 11, so now all is right with the world.
Well, I think Flat Earth may have learned something last match. They're switching off of it. Flat Earth was queued up with the Bastion Reinhardt strategy going
That would have
forward.
been amazing if they decided to go with that.
I would have loved to see that. Unfortunately, though, for now, it looks like they are coming off that strat. I'm going to read these in order of confidence. I think they're going to be staying on. Nox will be on Lucio. Reinforce is now on Winston. Lynx will be on Tracer. Dracaeus, oddly enough, on Mercy. Artir will be his buddy in the sky as a Pharah. And Bromos on Widowmaker. So a lot of flexibility from this roster.
Yep, so taking a look here, early shots coming out from Zebo. Zebo looking for that first pick if he can get it. Not able to get it just yet, but... we'll keep an eye out, nonetheless.
Yeah, so the first fight is going to come on this roof, and it's going to be monkey time.
Yep, Winston's diving in Artir, able to get a quick pick on the turret, reinforcing Artir, 2 kills to them both as they move forward. Zebosai, though, able to pick off the Tracer, able to take out Dracaeus. Red and blue relatively evenly alternating here, but Artir making the difference for the offense, getting multiple kills on the setup, and relatively smooth sailing here for Flat Earth thus far.
Yeah, Artir was almost largely ignored as Pharah there, but they were all focusing the double Winston, which I suppose you have to, and he wasn't even in the sky, he was just on the ground landing rockets. Really well played from him.
Hello.
Indeed.
Very fast first point, though. It's extremely fast. Very successful offense thus far.
Yeah, Flat Earth, it's probably going in their favor, too, that they just played this map. I mean, it's fresh in their minds. They're certainly warmed up on it, so perhaps not the greatest of first maps for Impulse 11 to be going up against them on. Regardless, still taking a look at Artir. Artir pushing things up as Pharah, looking to land poke. Both teams trading off poke right now. Should get engagement very shortly. And here they go, Winston dropping in. Winston already getting into the huge bulk of the Impulse 11 team, causing a lot of disruption. Take a look at Artir. Artir trying to take out the Widow. Lynx able to take out IDDQD. So 65 in favor of Flat Earth as they move forward here. Both teams string out a little bit. Nevix takes out Lynx. Zebo takes out Dracaeus. 4v4 now on top of the point, but the Mercy is going to go down. That's going to take away any hope of a defensive res. And again, I think Flat Earth has the advantage here, Hex.
Yeah, I really like that Lynx came up on this Widowmaker, knowing that the only deaths they really suffered early on were to the Zebosai Widowmaker, and Lynx feeling that he can out-Widow him. So really nice compositional switch there. Lynx still trying to get picks off as well.
As moving forward, down goes Bromas. IDDQD able to get 2 kills on the defense, so he's able to shore that up a bit. Again, IDDQD the player, not the team. Lynx, though, able to res and just immediately take him out. Nice shot from Lynx. And the offensive Flat Earth going to start moving forward.
Yeah, they're rolling really hard now, and especially now that they were able to take down the Mercy and the second support in Lucio. Now Lynx wins that sniper battle as well. This has been very one-sided in Flat Earth's favor.
Now, like I said, Flat Earth is mad. After that last game, how could you not be mad after losing that? And they're rolling forward. Link's able to take out Nevix. Link's absolutely on fire with his Widow play, and he might not be stopping here. Trying to take out the other Widow, not able to get her just yet. Moving forward, however, is Lynx.
Yeah, they do have an offensive sound barrier too. Defensively, though, they have ultimates that could maybe, you know, solidify this defense here. They have an Earth Shatter up. They've got a tactical visor, and the Resurrection's there for Los Feliz.
Lynx able to take out Zebo.
He's won that.
And Lynx still landing good shots. He's winning these Widow duels. Trying to take out 76 here, not able to do it just yet. Moving forward, Nevix able to take out Bromas. That is a double kill for the defense, and now defense of Impulse Line, perhaps with a little bit of life in it that they haven't had all game.
The Resurrection does come up, though, and Reinforce and Artie are going to get a couple kills, but Zebo and Nevix able to clean that up. Lynx, I will say this, I think he's a top 5 Widow overall, but I think he might be the best Widow in just Widow versus Widow battles. I rarely see him lose those.
Yeah, Nevix Lynx definitely on par with his hit scan duels, whether it be McCree versus McCree, Widow v Widow. He definitely gets value pretty consistently. Taking a look at Nevix here, though. Nevix over the top, looking to drop in. Isn't going to have a Death Blossom anytime soon. Actually has to burn his Wraith form. Zebo able to take out Lynx, ready to say that Commentator's Curse all the way. Defense now with 3 kills, 4 kills for the defense. The Resurrect going to come up, bring up some of those Fallen Heroes. Dracaeus, though, goes down for casting that Resurrect. And we'll see if Flat Earth can turn this, but they are still down a whole ton of people even after Res.
Yeah, they're gonna ultimate in with Bromas here, and that's to create chaos so that Artier can maybe get some value off this High Noon. He does not and cancels it.
Yeah, Artier has to cancel that and take a look at this. He's moving forward to IDD QD, able to take out Nox. The defense still pretty smothering here. Offense though striking right back. Lynx and Artier with a kill each moving forward. Likely is down. There will be no res. Artier with the double kill now. And suddenly, just like that, Flat Earth able to turn this in their favor. A fight that initially was not necessarily working out well for them.
Momentum hugely on their side. Nevix dying there actually hurts them a little bit because he had Death Blossom up and was in decent position. IDDQD has his High Noon up, though. They do have some ults to maybe stem this, but they got to get on the cart.
And they're moving forward. This is really looking good. Artier being absolutely aggressive, getting all the kills he wants. Lynx able to take out IDDQD. Deadeye coming down from Artier, connects, gets a kill, does a lot of damage to the other, and now this is panic time for the defense and Impulse Line. They're not even the stall out as Flat Earth getting a little bit of redemption with a pretty quick time here on Route 66.
Yeah, very quick time. I wonder if it was faster than the time that beat them, because that's probably what they were aiming for.
Of the game.
Don't play the game coming out from Dracaeus. Play the games of Mercy are always a little bit deceptive. Sometimes they're relevant, other times you sort of like, I've rezzed my team and they've died again, but I rezzed 4 people.
Yeah, solid res.
8 players resurrect 33% team deaths. Definitely a good showing from Flat Earth there.
454. Feels like it's fast. Definitely fast. Not the fastest ever we've seen on here, but that's going to be tough to beat. I don't think you can even run like the Bastion strat and beat that.
Yeah, that'd be hard, but of course, they wanted to put Flat Earth on tilt perhaps more. They could come out with it in the beginning and then switch off.
Yeah. Just
at this point, though, I think Flat Earth has already discovered, potentially 2 or 3 ways of dealing with it that they just couldn't come up with in the midst of the last game. It's one of those things that's sort of a surprise strategy. It's not an uncounterable strategy. So we think. And before that's a dominant strategy in this map from, the next 3 weeks.
Well, don't think we're going to see the Bastion here so far today. Everyone's queuing up pretty standard, really. Although we are seeing a lot of this double McCree play from Flat Earth. So I think
double McCree play from Flat Earth. They're just comfortable on double McCree. I mean, it's honestly pretty solid, and Deadeye has positive synergy with itself. People are willing to back off from 1 Deadeye, but backing out from 2 Deadeyes is pretty rough. Also, McCree can even do things like Flashbang or Reinhardt to drop the shield as a Deadeye is going on. There's a lot of shenanigans, a lot of positive double hero synergies in the game, and McCree is no exception.
Yeah, Flashbang is probably one of the most useful just abilities on a hero. Cancels out so many important ultimate abilities as well. So we're going to have double Flashbang. That's going to be Lynx and R tier on both those McCrees. Reinforce, of course, will be on the Reinhardt. G2 Nox will be on the Lucio, just Nox that G2 is, in the past. Bromas on Soldier 76 and Dracaeus on the Mercy.
I'll take a look here at the offense. We're going to have IDDQD on a Winston, likely on a Mercy, Nevix on Genji. Hysterica on Lucio, Zebosai on Pharah, and Vonethil rounding things out on a second Winston. So, double Winston coming out here from the offense of Impulse 11. We'll see what it can do and if it can beat the very fast time set by Flat Earth. Timer has started, 4:50 is left on the clock. We're going to take a look at Zebosai as he goes forward here and tries to crack this Flat Earth defense.
Holding a little further forward than most teams.
Yeah, they're all holding a little bit further forward, but really the offense wasting no time diving right in there. Artier, though, able to take out Vonethil immediately. This is already a 6v4 in favor of the Flat Earth defense. Zebosai able to take out Artier. Not an insignificant pick by any means. They're moving in, and he's going to get taken out, and this is a very, very slanted engagement in favor of the defense.
It's really good target firing. Both Winstons went in early and were just deleted.
We actually have a little bit of a Lucio duel going on in the caves there. Interesting stuff coming out. Link's very far up, trying to take out IDDQD. Not able to do it. Nevix, though, comes in, gets the pick off, and Nevix was going to say still alive, but he just went down, and no res coming up from anytime soon. Likely only at 44% meter. So this is going to have to be a full reset for the offense of Impulse 11.
Yeah, I mean, the initiation hasn't gone super well for them, and they need to keep their tanks alive a little longer or do some a little more, yeah, at least disruption or something to let Zebosai roam free in the skies.
Oh, a beautiful Winston shield. Absolutely frees Zebosai up for some shenanigans. Zebosai able to take out Arts here, but that was really set by the Winston shield. He's looking for the pickoff on Bromas. Not able to go and get it. Bromas gonna machine gun him down. 3 people down so far for the defense. 3 people down for the offense. A lot of trading off back and forth and look at Nevix. Nevix coming in with the Dragon Blade. Still slicing, dicing, but no, he gets crunched by Reinforce. Reinforce comes in and takes him out. This is an absolutely bloody engagement from both sides, Hex.
Yeah, but Nevix was able to take out both McCrees, really kind of gutting the core power of this composition too, and now the cart's moving forward.
The cart's moving forward, but look at all the time that's been bought. There's only 3 minutes and 11 seconds left here for the defense. Or sorry, for the offense. I mean, they have to really move if they want to go forward. We do see the sound barrier coming up. Down comes the barrage, and Artier comes in with the Deadeye, gets the double kill, not wasting any time, and Impulse 11 thought they were going to go straight to the checkpoint here, and now even that is in question.
Yeah, they just chose to initiate there and not let them get that free pass to the second checkpoints. They had Sound Barrier able to jump in there, and even though Zebosai had his barrage up, it's hard to be a Pharah in this meta right now. So much hit scan on the Flat Earth side.
Yep, right now, looking at the top here, defense getting back in there. Flat Earth definitely making this happen. We do see an offensive res coming out from Likely. Likely going to pay the ultimate price for it, though. Bromas with the cleanup gets a double kill. And Flat Earth looking absolutely unassailable here. That's going to be 4 kills for Flat Earth. They're going to push Impulse 11 back. And I think Impulse 11 might call GG at any point here. I mean, 2 minutes, 15 seconds. Maybe it's still doable, but we're quickly getting out of that realm of possibility.
You'd probably start calling this last push here. This is their last best shot at it. They do have an offensive sound barrier to work with, but that is it. They're going to have to play better than they have the first couple pushes to be able to get this and even stay in this game.
Yep, they do have an offensive sound barrier. That's going to come down. That's going to give a decent amount of protection. Nevix, though, not able to get hit by that, actually. Artier able to take out Zebosai, knocks on Vonethil, double kill, triple kill, quad kill for the defense. And that is going to be GG. So Flat Earth coming out strong, a little bit of instant redemption for them on Route 66. They lost this map just a few moments ago to Cloud9, but coming back strong against Impulse 11. Again, probably a little bit mad over the double Reinhardt Bastion strategy that they fell to.
There's going to be one more push, couple ultimates coming in from the offense. Nevix getting some work done again.
Yep, Nevix doing some work, but look at Artier in the back. I mean, he was able to land a good Deadeye. He's in here, able to right-click down the Winston. Just really nice stuff coming out from him.
Yeah, Jacquet is playing safe too, always getting those resurrections off. Bromas and Artier, so much hit scan, doing so much damage. That has to be pretty much GG. And we've seen the best teams in Overwatch really establish themselves defensively on specific maps. Of course, IDDQD, the team, just dominated Kings Row defense. Maybe Flat Earth has found something here on Route 66 defense when they're not facing a Bastion comp.
And there it is, GG's being thrown out. It is official. The map will go to Flat Earth, and I gotta say, strong showing for them here in the losers bracket. And now we have Impulse 11 fighting for their tournament life in the next map. If they go down, that's going to be it. They will be out of the tournament. They will end their weekend early, and Flat Earth will advance and potentially be on a redemption tour.
Yeah, Impulse 11, I believe, kind of a last-second-ish replacement, only was preparing for this tournament not too long not too long ago on the short notice, and also a team that is kind of relatively new, kind of thrown together parts and bits and pieces of other teams. I think you could see better performance out of them as they gel and play more together.
Hang on, everyone! We can do this!
So, play the game gonna be coming up in 5 seconds. And for those who are, I'm just looking at the Cave of Mystery. What is the Cave of Mystery? I assume it's something on this map, but...
It's a mystery.
In before there's a map later on, and Overwatch is like, now arriving at the Cave of Mystery.
I don't know. I'm a weird person. Cave of Mystery doesn't sound like any place I'd want to be.
But it's mysterious. Anyways, play the game coming out here from Bromas. From us. Honestly, very good 76 performance from him this game, and here it is. TAC 5s were just rushing it down without remorse.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the highest demonstration of skill, but don't take anything away from Bromas's 76 play. Yeah, definitely an aimbot there.
Just like I call aimbot.
But when he was not in aimbot mode, he was still tracking very well and really denied the Pharah from getting any work done. The best signs of life that Impulse 11 showed is when Pharah was doing some good work on the ground and in the air, but they were able to shut that down with the 76 and with the McCrees, and even they had a Tracer at some point. Just all targets that Pharah has a tough time dealing with.
Indeed. So we're going to be moving on to the second map. We'll see what that is here in just a moment. Side choice will be the choice of Impulse 11 as they try and stay alive here in our One Nation of Gamers Invitational Tournament.
Yeah, and if that the OWDraft.com link was correct, and that was the draft, I think they're choosing between either Dorado and Hollywood.
Right on Hollywood. Both very, very solid payload maps. No, what's it called? No curveballs like a King of the Hill map or a capture point map. So, interesting stuff all in all.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little surprised that Flat Earth did not try to force people into a King of the Hill. I didn't exactly see how the map draft went down, so maybe they did, and then other people just kind of got out of it. But I still will remember Flat Earth as being a team that is able to beat the best teams on Nepal specifically. I know they've been reunited on Nepal. They've beaten former IDD QD, current IDD QD on Nepal as well. A very good map mode for them, but I think we are going to Dorado.
They're saying it is Dorado, likely saying it's Anubis. I don't think that's actually what it is, though.
People don't understand how difficult it is to run esports when half of the information is always a joke. Like, even in chat, people will tell you things like, what's wrong with the stream, and then someone's telling you it's not wrong, and there's just so much misinformation. Have some empathy, people.
Meanwhile, I have to realize that I'm still a lobby host here, which means I have to change the map. Wait, they're saying it's Anubis. They're saying it is legit Anubis.
I mean, all right.
All right, Anubis.
Yeah, because, no, when I was looking at the map draft tool, it was one of the two that I didn't see the order going down, so it was either going to be Anubis or Hollywood. But, yeah, I just assumed it wasn't Anubis, but, yeah, we're going to Anubis. You know, oddly enough, as much as we dislike it sometimes on, like, quick plays and pub plays, some of the pros have warmed to Anubis as a control point map especially. I think some of the changes they made to the map, people have liked. I know Internet Hawk is especially on record of being like, you know, I actually do really like Anubis. So, despite its you know, reputation.
It's less than Sterling Pub reputation.
Less than Sterling Pub. That's a good way to put it. It has been picking up some traction with pros. I'm excited to see it. I like second point a lot. I think first point on a lot of these control point maps, they're designed to be taken. You know, Mr. Kaplan said not too long ago that, you know, the first point is really designed for the offense to have the advantage. The second point is designed for the defense to have the advantage, which is why you see teams really try to ride momentum of taking first point in a second, because going into an established defense on any control point map is a difficult thing to do.
Definitely, and we're going to get some interesting stuff coming out here, at the very least, for Temple. It's not a map that's seen all that often. In fact, not very seen often at all on the weekends, historically, given how map drafting usually goes. It's seen a little bit in sort of satellite tournaments, but not so much in the weeklies that we usually cast. So this will be new to some of the people watching, to be sure.
Yeah, I'd imagine we see some Widow play here. I think it's a great Widow map. I think Lynx is an especially good Widow player. It'd be interesting to see where he chooses to take his sniping skills on this map. But really, we could see anything. Is there any specific heroes or strategies that you like seeing on Anubis? I know that perhaps you don't love the map, but, you know, let's get your pro insight here.
Well, as far as Anubis goes, I mean, it's definitely a very Widow favored map. Widow is great on attack to soften things up. Widow is great on defense in general. I would not be surprised to see Widow play from both teams here. Both teams saying they're ready, so we're just going to go straight in here. This is going to be map number 2, Temple of Anubis. Impulse 11 fighting for their tournament live on one of the more unlikely maps.
Yeah, and likely the player also in this game.
Likely the player. Unlikely? Likely?
Likely the player with IDDQD on his team as well. Man, these rosters. I think we're definitely going to see defensive Symmetra, mostly because you see her on every map, but also very strong on this. I think you're going to see her post up on her right side in offense 1 to kind of control that one flank that teams would like to come through. So you force them to go through main stage here or through the right, which is brutal as well. Really, the best angle of approach is getting through the left side as your offense, coming up the stairs through big pack room into this bridge area is really where you want to try to take your aggression as the offense. So Symmetra is going to be there on defense to shut it down. Playing that Symmetra, of course, is going to be Nox. Artier will play the defensive McCree, Reinforce on his Ray and Heart. Bromas on defensive Reaper. Lynx, yep, he is going to be playing Widow. And Dracaeus will make them all healthy, happy, and damage boosted in Mercy.
Yep, taking a look here at the offense coming out from the Impulse 11 side. We're going to have Hysterica on the Lucio. Zebosai on the offensive Pharah. IDDQD on a 76, likely on Mercy. Nevix on a May of all heroes, and Vonathil on a Diva. So a little bit of extra variety coming out here from the Impulse 11 side.
Yeah, I like the May here, actually, because I like that you can use it instead of a Reinhardt to really let your team get behind a shield and get to a path. I think what she's going to try to do is come in, make a wall, and then they're going to try to aggress through the path I talked about earlier.
Sounds good to me. We'll see if that is a workable strategy, but the gates are open. The timer started, and Impulse 11 now fighting for their tournament lives here on Temple of Anubis, going to move forward with a relatively unconventional lineup.
Yeah, I mean, I like Diva here. Yeah, that's exactly where you put that wall. Now they're going to try to go through left.
Got the wall buying a little bit of time. Oh no, Zebosai in the sights of Lynx. Lynx with first blood takes down Zebosai. He was just way, way too exposed for that to work out in his favor.
Yeah, more wall just right in front of that Reinhardt. Buys him some time, gets him the chance to post up here.
Yep, so he's moving forward. No pickoffs beyond that just yet. Diva Mech will go down. Offense really getting stalled out a little bit here. They're getting poked down a lot. Bromas able to take out Likely. Monophil takes out Reinforcement going down, but Lynx and Artier adding on to the defense's total, picking up 2 extra kills. And the offense now is all out of sorts, and Lynx gonna have the exclamation point as he takes out Zebosai.
Yeah, Lynx's sniper v sniper, it's gotta be frustrating to play against because, as we mentioned earlier, really the best answer to a Widowmaker is your own Widowmaker, and if you're not winning those one-on-ones consistently, you're always in a bad spot.
So taking a look here at Zebosai. Zebosai now switched to that Widow. We're going to see if he's going to get any sort of extra pickoffs there. Of course, he was Widow in the last setup, but was in the beginning, so we'll see just what he can do.
Yeah, they're going to aggress right now, and IDDQD takes down Lynx early. That's a good pick for them. Bromas and Artier.
Yep, IDDQD being able to take that, but Bromas and Artier going right back. Artier with the double kill on this so far. Roadhog coming in. Roadhog going to take out that Widow. And again, the defense finding its footing and then some, and this has not been the greatest showing for Impulse 11 thus far.
Now the res brings back Lynx, and Lynx does make short work of Likely.
Oh my goodness, Lynx just playing duck hunt right now, just shooting people left, right, and center, making it look easy. And Lynx, we've seen him do this time and time again where he's just been very, very strong Widow. But as I say, that Conter's Curse comes in, Zebosai able to take him out, and this is potentially an opening now for the Impulse 11 side.
Yeah, they still have to face a full defense here, but the Diva ult absolutely negates that Death Blossom. A nice start here.
Offensive Sound Bearer is out. They really want to move in on this if they can. Vonathil able to take out Bromas. They are getting some value, but look at Artier. Artier's staying up back here. He is waiting for the Deadeye. Deadeye gonna come down from Artier. He shoots it off, takes out Zebosai, does damage to some others. Looking to take out Nevix, but no, Nevix denying him as May, able to right-click him in the face. Moving up forward now is gonna take out the Symmetra as well. Nevix making the May work, and now, finally, Impulse 11 getting a little bit of traction on this point.
Yeah, they have a teleporter, but they have to be at the point where they wonder if they even want to go in and try to prevent this or just go play defense right now. Dracaeus comes into Suicide. I think he wants to switch heroes.
Yep, and that's going to be point A for the offense of Impulse 11, and they're going to move forward. It's still, getting used to the defense being on the left is just one of those weird things, but a big pulse bomb goes right in EQD, takes out 2 people. Now the offense has a really good opportunity to keep momentum here and potentially end this map with a bang.
Yeah, Dracaeus does not switch, actually. He stays on the Mercy. He just wanted to get to spawn early so that he could come up in position for this resurrection.
IDDQD in the back is able to take out Bromas. 3 extra kills, a beautiful Blizzard coming up from Nevix. Big follow-up from the entirety of the Impulse 11 team. And this is going to be a quick point A to point B from Impulse 11. It started a little bit sketchy for them on the first point, but what we saw there was that Flat Earth was never really able to establish on the second point, and that sort of worked out in the end for Impulse 11.
I think it's one of those times where a teleporter ends up hurting you rather than helping you. They got people back to the second point, but it was all but lost already. Then they had people staggering deaths, not able to set up a definitive defense, and this is what happens. I love the Mei on this map. I think it's so smart because it's so, it's so corridor driven. Even if you put a Mei and you get her towards the last point, if you just wall off the right side, it's going to be very, much more difficult to reinforce as well.
Indeed. So, the time overall for that map, 3:27. That is not going to be the easiest time to beat. It's not as undefeatable as it would be on a payload map. Bear in mind, we've seen times on Anubis as quick as a minute 44, so it is very beatable, but realistically, if Flat Earth gets stopped even, twice, it's probably going to be it, and it's going to be Impulse 11's map.
Well, they're going to have a much better showing on first point. Yes, they're going to have to take it in the first couple pushes, then hope they can ride that momentum to second point, because they had a non-existent second point defense there. I mean, luckily that their first point defense was decent enough to even give them this opportunity, but they're going to have to move, go here. It's a tough time to beat.
Also, for those who haven't noticed, when we say IDDQD here, the names of one of the players on Impulse 11 is in fact IDDQD.
Yeah.
It's one of those more confusing things in the scene where it's just like, wait a second, IDDQD isn't a team here.
In ZP and I's spare time, we've theory crafted how to deal with this, especially if he becomes a player on the team IDDQD. Do you want to just go and just call him ID?
If he ever joins IDDQD, he becomes ID. Like, I agree.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it would just, it'd be too much if he was on the same team. That would just be...
Yeah, it's absolutely, well, I mean, okay, so it's a nickname that is not like that he chose it because of the team. It's a Doom cheat code, right? It's been around forever. So coincidental. He's actually knows the guys who are on the team IDDQD. So
in any case, taking a look at the defense coming out from Impulse 11, we're gonna have Nevix on the Symmetra, Zebosai on the defensive Widow, Hysterica on Lucio, Vondathil on Reinhardt, IDDQD the player on McCree, and likely on Mercy.
Offensively, trying to beat this time with 3:27 is Flat Earth.
Enough waiting around.
Reinforce is going to be on Winston. Dracaeus will play the Lucio R tier on McCree. Nox will be playing Zarya. Lynx on Widow. And a second McCree again is going to be played by Bromas. So it'll be interesting to see how they... Oh, go ahead. My bad.
No, I was just saying, Flat Earth not getting away from that double McCree. They really, really like it, and they think it's good. And honestly, they've had pretty good success with it, so why change what isn't broken?
Yeah, I want to see how they initiate here, because the initiation with Mei made a lot of sense.
Oh, IDDQD. 2 quick defensive pickups there, aided by Zebosai and Sniper. Lynx, though, it has Zebosai into sight. Time to kill him just yet, but 4 kills for the defense, starting off with a bang. And Lynx might have to find himself running back here in a moment. Not sure he got hit by the first target or not, but no, he's able to take out Zebosai, so now Zebosai is not going to be bad for a while. That's actually a pretty worthwhile pick for Lynx, because now this can be 6v5 for Flat Earth on their next offensive run.
6v5 and 3 sniper lines now, because he's not going to be pressured out by the opposing sniper. Now it allows Reinforce to initiate pretty hard on Winston.
He's able to take out Nevix. Nevix wasn't able to get a teleport down, I don't think. 2 kills for the offense here so far. Vonthil and IDDQD, though, striking right back. It's a little bit back and forth on both teams. Zebosai is going to be back here momentarily. We'll see if he gets back here in time to really make a difference, as Flat Earth is now swarming point A.
Yeah, they're going to take this point A. They're kind of just staggering onto it because they're already looking ahead. Dracaeus is probably going to speed boost them in. They're not going to really have an ult up here to work with to push last, but huge momentum here. Reinforce going to try to initiate immediately with Winston, too.
Yeah, they're moving right in. We're going to keep our view on Lynx here. Lynx has been really good. He has to back off immediately. He saw Zebo behind the Reinhardt, says, no, I don't want to go into this. But look at this disciplined approach. They're all coming in from the right side. Widowmine goes off. Will Lynx be able to get a pick? He's looking for it if he can get it. Gets a lot of damage. Artier able to get the follow-up. Nevix is down. That's 2 down for the defense now as Flat Earth is pressuring. Tournament life for Impulse 11 absolutely on the line here. Artier, though, is going to go down. Lynx is still up. Bromas is still up.
The res, though.
Yeah, Rez gonna come out. That's gonna bring up the defensive bastion of all things, but down he goes again. And the offense now getting on top of the point. They still have plenty of time hacks. They have a minute 45. This is not looking good if you're an Impulse 11 fan. They are on the verge of tournament elimination if they can't push this out in a hurry.
Yeah, I mean, they are stalling off on the point. They do have 2 heroes to stall out there. Sound barrier goes down. They're going to make everyone very hard to deal with on the point.
Yep, Nox and Reforce coming in, able to get 2 kills of their own. The defense trying to fight back, but again, this is not looking all the greatest for them. Kill feed very much in favor of Flat Earth. Artier picks up a double kill. They still have a minute 18 left. They have all the time in the world to cap this point. Mercy in a little bit of trouble. Maybe as a res, maybe not. Able to get away to her team. And the defense now starting to stabilize a little bit, but we'll see if it's enough.
Yeah, it's going to be enough because everyone switched off to Tracers to try to keep this offensive momentum going. Of course, they have no offensive teleporter, not able to reinforce there, so they all came up as Tracer. Now they have to switch back to different compositions.
Yeah, and now time-wise, I said they all had all the time in the world, but that was only if that last push continued to remain. Now they only have about 50 seconds left, and this is doable for Impulse 11. They only have to hold off one more big push.
Yeah, it is going to be the push of the game coming up. Now, Artier does have High Noon up. Last time they initiated by speed bursting the McCree in through the right side and setting him up over on those doors. They might try to do something similar here.
Yep, they're moving forward. Deadeye is coming up. Let's see if Artier can get what he wants. No, he's gonna get pulled up by IDDQD. IDDQD comes down the back. Beautiful pulse bomb, picks up the double kill. Nevix with a double kill of his own. And that is almost certainly going to be GG in favor of Impulse 11. Impulse 11 managing to hang on and force a map number 3. And now the pressure, perhaps a little bit more on Flat Earth, as they will also be facing elimination on the next map.
Yeah, this was Impulse 11's map choice, of course, and they clearly just had a strategy for it. GG's are called. Drakeus wants to finish just to do the play of the game here.
They're saying go next. I wonder if they just want me to go back to lobby here. Oh, they want us to cap some? I'm not sure. There's some like Reaper, Tracer romance going on here between IDDQD and Bromat. I don't know what I'm looking at anymore.
It's best not to speculate. Leave that
yeah,
for the
I think
writers.
when in doubt, best not to speculate. And my Overwatch just crashed. It says Overwatch has crashed. We need to debug this. That's the message I just got.
Well, IDDQD...
So no play of the game, guys. I'm sorry.
I mean, I will commentate it. IDDQD gets play of the game, and I think it's the High Noon Pulse Bomb. You guys remember that? It's pretty great. Yep. Pulse bombs do break clocks. Fact.
Well, if the game had to crash, I'm glad it crashed then and not mid-game.
Hey, it's still beta stuff, man. It's all right.
That does mean that someone else is going to be lobby leader now. I don't know who, but I'll need to invite back into that.
Yeah, maybe it'll be me. Maybe I'll get the pro.
Maybe
boss.
you'll have all the power. Never know, man. Never know.
No one's been elected lobby leader at this point. It's just going to next match. IDDQD also crashed. Okay. Actually, it still shows you in lobby.
Well, the game is a lot. Well, it's loading. It's loading the map for me now. I'm not sure what's going on. Now I'm back in the lobby. There we go.
Okay. Well, we are going to a third map. We need to figure out what that is. It is Dorado. So, no more control point shenanigans. We're going just to Dorado. Dorado, I don't know. Like, we always mention that King's Row has been a staple map, but it feels like Dorado has always been there, too.
Dorado has absolutely always been there. I mean, it's honestly, any of the classic payload maps are played quite a bit. I mean, actually, the map we haven't seen as much recently, we're seeing it like every game for a while, is Nambani. So for whatever reason, Nambani is suddenly not everyone's favorite child all of a sudden.
Yeah, I think a lot of that was because, you know, the double tracer and double orb compositions were so strong on that map that people just got sick of it and got tired of playing it. Of course, as that meta has fallen out, we've seen Numbani come back a little bit as well, but you still see double tracers a lot on that map, and you see double 76s, so people don't generally like playing against that composition. A lot of teams don't even like playing that composition. They feel they have to. So as metas become more map-specific, the maps with the metas that people don't like are falling out of favor.
Yep, and that is just something that seems to happen from time to time. Just part of this. Wait, am I still a lobby leader?
Yeah. We kept your seat, Worm. You're the king.
You know what? I'm going to pass on this responsibility. I'm going to leave the lobby. Bam.
It's on
All right,
links.
reinvite me. I'm just passing the baton at this point, because trying to fix things for or make sure everything is ranked smoothly for our clean feed and some of the other stuff.
You're doing a lot. You're doing a lot, and I appreciate you. I hope everyone appreciates you. So you are currently watching the One Nation of Gamers Overwatch Invitational. We are in the lower bracket here. This is brought to you by, of course, Infinicine, Geico Gaming, and Video Game Voters. Of course, a big year in American politics, so be part of Video Game Voters. Get out there and rock that vote. Wasn't that an MTV thing? Rock the vote?
Rock the vote? I think it was an MTV thing.
Does MTV still exist?
Does MTV still exist? It's still a thing. It's not anywhere near as big as it used to be, but I assure you it is still a thing.
Okay.
Whether that be a good thing or a bad thing, that's up to you. And now, our tournament not sponsored by MTV.
Yeah, that's...
And if that was in the works now, that's probably not. I mean, we just took some pretty big shots at MTV.
I just questioned that I guess that is a shot. Never mind.
Yeah, it's just like, you're making it
exists.
worse, Hex.
All right, well, yeah. Okay, we're going to get sides going here. So this is our second best of 3. It's also going to a game 3. It's between Flat Earth and Impulse 11. Impulse 11, a new team, a hodgepodge of ex-team members and players, which I think you'll be seeing a lot of. If one thing I can tell you is to start following players, not teams, because I think teams are going to be switching up a lot as we go forward, and getting your favorite players down and following them as they traverse team to team would be great. And so this is an elimination match, essentially. Whoever loses this map is done for the day, out of the tournament, out of the weekend. What will they do with themselves? Find a hobby, maybe crocheting, perhaps. But this is for all the marbles here. Loser goes home on Dorado.
Yep, we are getting the game right now. This is going to be our third and final map. As you mentioned, loser will be going home. We'll just see what team brings it home here today.
All right, so on Dorado, we will always see a defensive Symmetra, nearly entirely. And I know that you see a defensive Symmetra on almost every map, but there's a few cases where you don't. This is not going to be one of those cases. Of course, most teams are going to hold back behind this first archway here. They're going to get Symmetra nest and turrets and everything in the back rooms. And really, it's up to those flankers to kind of, get to the back lines and deal with those teleporters as well. We're going to see if those flankers are able to do that or not.
Yep, taking a look at the defense though, rolling out for Impulse 11. We're going to have IDD, the player, not the team, on McCree, likely on Symmetra, Nevix on the Junkrat, Vonethil on Reinhardt, Hysterica on Lucio, and Zebosai going to be rolling with the Defensive Widow again, even early on Dorado. So again, sort of seeing the growth of Defensive Widow regardless of what map you might be on.
Yeah, and I think it's probably to deal with the offensive Lynx. Now, Zebo hasn't necessarily had the better part of that, but he still is the best option at trying to deal with Lynx's Widow. Lynx, of course, is going to be on that offensive Widow. Tracheus will be playing Mercy, Nox on Lucio, Artir on the McCree, Reinforce on Reinhardt, and Bromos on the Pharah. So Bromos and Tracheus going to try to combo up through the skies. Everyone else going to go on early. Of course, it's all on the back of what Lynx can do on offensive Widow.
Yep. So, 1 second is on the way, and now the offense for Flat Earth is moving. Tournament life on the line. We'll see what they can do.
Yeah, so some nice spam coming out. They are holding a little further forward, holding this top side. I imagine if they get any decent pressure, they will abandon that and fall back to the arch. But you can hold here, especially with a Reinhardt shield.
Yep, Lynx right now looking for the important first pick of the game. Zebosai, though, able to take out Tracheus. That's going to really delay the progress of the first Resurrect. We'll see if the defense can get a few more picks on top of that to stop this offensive push. And look at this rotation coming out. They're all rotating in the courtyard early on. IDDQD takes out R-Tier. 2 picks, 3 picks for the defense now as IDDQD takes out Bromas. And Ultimate's definitely going to be more in favor of the defense now so far. Lynx, though, is able to take out IDDQD, takes out the problem, perhaps, but the offense a little bit shorthanded now.
Yeah, Artir got a little cute there, jumped from one edge to the other, trying to roll in aggressively, was punished for it. And now the defense, they did what they wanted to on that ledge. Now they're going to hold that arch.
Yep, so he's moving forward, looking for another pickoff if he can get it. Vonethil able to take out Reinforce. Zebosai, though, with the counter, is able to take him out. And defensive Impulse 11 being surprisingly resilient thus far versus Flat Earth.
Yeah, it's looked pretty good for them. They're on the verge of getting a teleporter up at 82% here. Nevix has a tire ready to go too. He might just hold on to it though. There's really no need to burn it and try to win more than they are winning right now.
Yeah, you've seen a change in Junkrats. There was a point where they just burned the tire whenever they got, no matter what. But now that takes longer to build up and it's easier to kill. Junkrats wait till people are a little bit distracted and then have it go in at a point where people are less likely to kill in many, many cases. But still keeping an eye on IDDQD here. IDDQD has been the man of the hour. Really good McCree plays coming out of him thus far in this game. Both teams trading off positioning here. Flat Earth trying to get in a little bit to their left side as they move in. They're going to be rushing in just a moment. Deadeye, though, is at the ready. And we saw Tyre just come out from Nevix. Is able to take out Arts here. Defense now rushing in. IDDQD able to get an extra kill. Moving forward, will he get Nox? Needs to hit one more shot. Takes out Nox. And look at this Res coming up from Dracaeus. But Bromas gonna go down. IDDQD really, really deep here in the back. Blue and red going off on both sides, but I gotta say the defense is looking really good here, and a lot of it is powered off IDDQD's McCree.
Yeah, it's been an absolute bloodbath. Now, they are going to have an opportunity here on defense to really take the fight to them. Bromas does have, or actually, no, on offense, because Bromas does have Barrage up. They're in a weird spot on offense right now.
Yep, so 4 kills for the defense. Wow, just coming in on all levels. Nice concussive mine, nice Earth Shadow to set that up. And that is going to be another good showing here from Impulse 11. Now, Impulse 11, we might have to start talking about a point A hold here.
Yeah, definitely. There are a ton of offensive ults coming up, though. The last wipe happened post-resurrection, so that one not available, but they could sound barrier in and hit a lot of these offensive ults. It's really going to depend on this Earth Shatter, I think. Reinforced to say clutch Earth Shadows, they need one here.
Yeah, Reinforced definitely has Earth Shatter at the ready. R-Tier has Deadeye. Offensive Sound Bear's out. Here comes the Earth Shatter. I think he only got the enemy Reinhardt, but that might be all he needs to get here as they move forward. But oh my god, IDDQD comes in! A triple Deadeye! It gets an extra left click for good measure. IDDQD has gone absolutely crazy in this game. The heart of the Impulse 11 defense showing his power there again.
Yeah, Lynx has had enough of it. He comes off a Widow, which is difficult for Lynx to want to do, and he comes up on Genji, hoping to negate some of that power of the IDDQD's McCree.
Yep. Again, we're talking about the player, not the team, but just very good showing from his McCree coming out here thus far. And they're actually going a different approach here. Genji's going to come up the wall. Pharaoh's going to go over the wall. They're trying to be sneaky, razzle-dazzle, whatever you might call it. Getting in on Zebasai here. Zebasai now, a little bit of trouble, is going to grapple away. Defense now adjusting to deal with it. IDDQD able to take out Bromas. 2 kills for the defense here. 3 kills is likely. Gets a double kill with Symmetra. And Lynx struggling to get something done. Is going to get taken out by the man he sought to kill in IDDQD. And now only a minute remaining for Flat Earth. And Flat Earth perhaps on the ropes here. And if you're an Impulse 11 fan, you gotta be liking what you're seeing here, because if Impulse 11 is able to hold, all they have to do is get to this first point and they will be moving on in our losers bracket, and Flat Earth will be going home early today.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of teams actually do that in desperation, go to the right side, try to jump over a flank. Sometimes it's to kill a teleporter, and 2 ways to deal with a teleporter. Either kill the tele or kill a lot of people to use its charges. They did neither. So Nevix, Lynx is in the back line as Genji trying to cause some chaos here. He gets very low right now. They're tracing him down. He doesn't get Zebo off his perch.
Yep, 3 kills for the defense. This could be it. They are absolutely looking poised here. Down goes R-Tier. IDDQD winning that McCree battle. And I gotta say, this is almost certainly going to be round in favor of Impulse 11. And now, if Flat Earth wants to stay alive, they're going to have to defend to the same degree on their defensive round, and if they don't, they will be out of this tournament.
Might not even be able to touch this for overtime.
I don't think, nope, hang on. It's not over just yet. We do have a barrage coming out, likely able to take out Bromas. They got to the car in time, the Resurrect is out. We're gonna see if they'll do enough here. There are 2 members of the defense down already, and we might have been a little bit premature here, as this is the absolute last gasp coming out for Flat Earth. That being said, they're in rough shape here. They did have to make the engagement very, very hastily, and we'll see if that dooms this push or not. They do have R-Tier on the payload, still looking to get some pickoffs if he can do it. R-Tier, one of their last hopes. And what a good last hope that is. He's able to take out IDDQD. There's a Tyre coming in. Tyre takes out his backline, but R-Tier still alive, looking for the pickoff. No, he's gonna go down to Nevix. IDDQD, the player saying, what the F? I think he can't believe it. The offensive sound barrier coming out. This is still a valiant last effort coming out from Flat Earth.
Yeah, even if they just get this point, they're going to call it a victory too, because that would mean they only have to defend to win the map. They set themselves in a situation where they don't have to draw, so they're just going to keep spamming onto a triple tracers now to try to keep this alive.
Take a look here. The defense getting a lot of kills here, but the offense being absolutely relentless, keeping this in overtime. R-Tier right now on the tracer, being really evasive. Dracaeus in the back is going to get taken out. Reinforces back in. He's already made back his Reinhardt. I think he's made it back as Reinhardt like 3 times in this push. We do see IDDQD going in deep, taking him out. Artier still alive, being an absolute pest in this entire time, showing us his tracer chops as this could be Flat Earth very well fighting for their tournament life.
Yeah, I think that might be it, though. This last Tracer's going to go down. They're not going to have enough to reinforce and get on the cart quick enough. Jerkea is doing his best, does not get there on time.
Wow, that was Flat Earth with a very strong last gasp there. Many teams would have fallen to that, but Impulse 11 able to hold on, and now we're just going to see if Flat Earth can come back with a strong defense on their end.
They're looking for the draw. They have to stop them from getting first point, or they're out of the tournament. Filthy. I always love to see McCree left clicks in place of the game because a lot of people will talk about how McCree is easy. You right click, you just high noon, it auto aims, whatever. The left clicks are what make a McCree, and it's always nice to see those actually show up.
Definitely. So, there will be no time to beat here. It's simply going to be, can Impulse 11 on their attack run go forth and capture that first point? Because if they do, they will move on in our losers bracket, and Flat Earth will be going home. What are they saying?
Yeah, I don't know what that means. Hence my question mark.
Lynx is saying, okay, never mind. He's good. He's good. We are getting into the next round of Dorado, and Impulse 11, they have to be feeling excited now, knowing that all they have to do is get that first point.
Yeah, they brought the momentum back by going to Anubis. They looked really strong there, and now they're in a position to get out of this losers bracket.
So I don't know if it's chat trolling or not, but there is some reports coming in saying that IDDQD has fallen to Cloud9.
I was just looking at the bracket, and I was just going to mention that, and chat is not trolling. 2-0. Cloud9 beat IDDQD in the round of 2, so Cloud9 has secured their spot in round 3 of the winners bracket. The bottom side, there's no results just yet. That is Team Liquid versus Reunited. Team Liquid, of course, formerly Life of Hanzo. That has got to be a late signing. This is the first I'm hearing about it.
Yeah, no, I think that literally the news of that just came out, yeah, I think just this morning.
Okay, well, I got to read up on that. But that is former Life of Hanzo, now Team Liquid. Congratulations to them. To Team Liquid, a top-notch esports organization. So yeah, top side shaping up a little bit. The winner of this gets to move on to our lower bracket, and no results yet in our other lower bracket game. But IDDQD going down. That is the first set loss for them since December 9th. Of course, there's that caveat and asterisk to that because it's a new roster. But let's look at the game we have here.
Let's take a look at the game here. Look at the Flat Earth defense. The defense is going to have to hold very strong here if they want to stay alive. We have Arts here on the McCree. Reinforce on Reinhardt. Tracheus on Symmetra. Bromas on the defensive Junkrat. Lynx on the Widow. And Nox going to be on the Lucio.
Yeah, offensively, we have Zebosai going to take to the skies as Farah, followed by his friend Likely with the Mercy. Nevix on a Diva of all things. IDDQD comes out as McCree. Hysterica on Lucio. Bonathil as Reinhardt.
Yep, we see Lynx here looking for that all-important first pick. Not able to get it just yet. In fact, has to back out a little bit. Was a little bit afraid of his positioning there. In fact, is looking for the safer sightline all the way to the back. Very safe place for a Widow to stand, but sometimes your sightlines are a little bit less for a while.
Yeah, a very high-grounded, mobility-driven offense here, especially with the addition of the Diva. I imagine they're going to try to come over top at some point. Yeah, they're going right.
They're doing it right now. Diva's coming up, Farah's coming up, and they want to get in on that Widow right away, and Lynx suddenly in a lot of trouble, has to run away. A nice escape coming up from Lynx. Lynx able to get away. Bromas coming in, takes out some of the people on the defense, and so far Flat Earth looking not too shabby here in the beginning, but IDDQD coming right in. As I say that, gets the double kill. He's going to get on the Dracaeus, but this is relatively bloody for the defense here. They're going to need to get Teleporter up quickly, otherwise the offensive respawns could very well overwhelm them.
Yeah, not only that, but Nevix on his way back out as the unmech Diva was able to push the cart pretty far, so now there's not really the choke that is the cart while it's sitting in the archway. They have some room to operate.
Yep, so we see Zebosai here, again, maybe choosing to come in from the flank. I think they liked what happened there. The defense is fully set up again, though, so we'll see. There is sort of this risk of splitting up that the defense can sort of rush you down, but Zebosai getting ready for his team to say the word, and he's going to be coming in from the back.
Yeah, I think the prime target here has to be Likely. If you're on defense, you have to understand that their resurrection is going to be up, and he has to be a prime target.
Yep, and here comes Zebosai. Zebosai just taking out those turrets right away, moving in from the back. 2 kills for the defense here so far, but the offense going right back, and 3 extra kills for the defense. Just going to slam the door shut on Impulse 11 as they try and get through here. So now, even though really all Impulse 11 has to do is capture this first point to win, Flat Earth is not making it easy on them, and we're seeing both teams here with a very good Dorado defense.
Yeah, Lynx actually is very aware of the flank possibilities, hanging out on that edge, trying to shut down anything there. The defensive teleporter is up, so defense is very stabilized right now.
Yep, again, a lot at stake here for both teams as they hold on. We see Bromas looking for some shots into the bottom. We'll see what goes happen here. The offense for Impulse 11 coming in off that left side. Defensive sound barrier is out, though. Defensive tire is out, too. Zebo side, though, able to take out Lynx. 65 in favor of the offense. We'll see if they can bring a little bit extra. But here comes a tire. Tire takes out IDDQD. And that might be all the defense needs. We'll see. Resurrect coming out, though, from likely going to bring up some of the fallen heroes here for Impulse 11.
Yeah, Zebo able to take out Drake. Bonathil able to take out Bromas, but a couple return fire hits there, and I think that's going to stall out the push. Really cool thing that happened early on in that fight is the Junkrat mine underneath the charging Reinhardt really knocked him out of position and out of the fight.
We note IDDQD, the McCree, the player, the myth, the legend, still alive, and he helps with Zebosai here, takes out Reinforce. That's 2 picks on the defense, and now the defense not really set up at all. McCree able to go a little bit further up here, and this is not looking good for Flat Earth in the least.
Yeah, teleporter out of charges. It is a long walk from that spawn, and they're in trouble right now. Bro,
wait, are they just gonna get this for free? Okay, no, the defense getting in with only 0.25 to spare, but 3 quick kills for the offense. Offensive sub air is out. 5 kills. Is this going to be it? Is Flat Earth going to go down? And there it is. Flat Earth knocked out of our tournament by Impulse 11. And that's pretty amazing when you consider the fact that Flat Earth had an extremely strong showing against Cloud9, who just took out IDDQD.
That's this tournament in a nutshell. A team like Flat Earth, who could beat any single one of these teams, who could win tournaments, is playing as well as they are playing. Is now our first team completely eliminated from the One Nation of Gamers Overwatch Invitational. Stunning results. I mean, I like Impulse 11. I think they're a good team, but I expected Flat Earth to beat them. But, yeah, wow, close game.
Yep, very close game, and again, it just sort of shows the variability that we get here in Overwatch, and GG's the Flat Earth. I mean, on the upside, they do have the rest of the weekend to themselves now. I mean, there's a decent bit left in Saturday. They have Sunday. They don't have to worry about Overwatch.
Yeah, but the weekend that Comcast attacked my internet, just trust me, it's not a great day.
No, it's not. It's one of those things where, it's trying to look for a bright side. It's unfortunate. Flat Earth has been a very promising team in the scene, and again, they had a very close set against Cloud9. And I expect great things from them, but today, perhaps just not their day. Impulse 11 gonna move on.
Whew. I mean, the great thing is, like, we talked about how Lynx was winning those Widow 1v1s pretty early in the earlier maps, and he really did have Zebo's number for the most part. Zebo turned that around and had a huge Widow game himself.
Zebo, definitely, I mean, he turned it on. He's a player that people speak pretty highly of in general, and while I think Lynx maybe got the better of him more often than not, Zebo definitely got his licks in and had a good showing there in that last game. It was a big part of why Impulse 11 was able to get in and ahead.
Yeah, Impulse 11 also dodges a bullet as IDDQD is in the other side of the bracket, in the losers bracket anyway.
Mm-hmm. And IDDQD, I mean, they can come back with a vengeance. There's absolutely no doubt about it.
Yeah, but...
So
Go ahead.
We're going to take a quick break. This is One Nation of Gamers Overwatch Invitational. We'll see what we're going to be bringing you up next in the next round. And just stay tuned. Should have good matches hang for you. I'm not sure if we're going winners bracket, losers bracket. We'll have that data for you in just a little bit. So stay tuned. We'll be back in a few minutes.